Okay, so first of all, I would like to, the time is on. So first of all, I would like to thank you, Rob and Glenn, for giving me the opportunity to speak today and be with such wonderful other educators presenting. Today, I'm going to talk about international collaborative projects. So I hope after watching my presentation, you will be engaged to start it with your students. So first of all, some of the teachers sometimes worry about having no time for such projects because they simply want to follow the curriculum. So don't worry about it, because your curriculum can actually go live and be live. And in that way, you can involve your students in very innovative ways of teaching. Another idea is that your students are going to cooperate with their peers from different countries. So it's also very exciting for them. And one more thing, you can tap into their interests because they simply spend lots of time on the internet. So you can tap into the interests of the online world. So now let's concentrate on 3 stages of global cooperation. The first one is informal. So you can simply find another educator from a different country and start a project. So as Glenn mentioned, I was lucky to be one of the top finalists of the Global Teacher Prize. So actually, I didn't win $1 million, but I gained something more let's say important, because I met wonderful educators from around the world with whom I can cooperate till this day. Another point is joining a project. So you can join the pre-arranged project. So in the next part of my presentation, I'm going to present you some projects that you can join. And finally, if you have already built your professional network, you can join the projects with the educators that you know. So let's start going to searching for the global project. A good idea is to start looking at Global Ed Guide, where you can find a number of wonderful projects, where you can search for the area of your interest, the level of students, and as well as age. A good idea is to start a classroom blog where you can post different text, videos, some songs, and in that way you can share it with other students from around the world. And now let's go on with one of my favorite projects, which is connected with Skype, using Skype in the classroom. Here on the right side, you can see my students talking to Ukrainian students. Here we are playing a mystery Skype game. We cooperated with students from Ukraine. So my students asked some yes-no questions to Ukrainian students. They didn't know where they came from. And after guessing, actually, I don't remember which group was the first one to guess the country. It was followed by a nice discussion about their hobbies, interests, and finally each group sang a song to other peers from different countries. So it was really a wonderful idea. Another way of using the Skype in the classroom is that you can invite a native speaker to your class. You can also go on virtual field trips, or you can take part in a Skype lesson. Simply go to a Facebook group, which is called Skype in the Classroom, and you can get inspired by a number of different projects there. And now another project, which I'm really proud of because I co-authored one of the tasks to this project. It is by Karam Wiz, a wonderful educator who designed many different international projects. It covered one of 3 sustainable development goals from the agenda of 2030, and it was good health and well-being. So it aimed to connect parents, teachers, the whole school community, and even the local community. Since students were involved in different tasks, which covered the topic of depression and anxiety. You can see on the right one of the posters created by the participants of the project. We also went out to the street and in the city center, and we distributed some leaflets to parents of children and teenagers. And the next project, it is also the project by Keram Wiz. Actually, there were 3 phases of it, and my students really loved participating in it. This time it covered 3 out of 17 sustainable development goals, and it was connected with future jobs, and it was based on the popular research that over 60% of children, of primary school children who start their education will finally end up in a different kind of professions which do not exist yet. And here the task for my students was to prepare a list of future jobs. And one of the jobs that my students, idea of the future job that my students came up with was PPP. So PPP is the personal productivity person. So it's let's say a guy who makes everything to stop you using the internet and spend long hours in front of the computer screen, but makes you go outside, do some sports, play board game, but stop using the internet all the time. So I was really proud of my students and their presentation about this profession. My students also prepared some products that were launched to the market, and one of them was the application Smile for Smile. I organized a kind of festival in a school, and where I invited the whole school community, the teachers, and even the headmaster, and they voted for the best product. Um, and now the project that I've just finished, so we started doing it together with Maria Jose Susana from Portugal, from the University of Portugal, and with İlkay from Turkey. I involved my university students as well as secondary school students. It happened during the pandemic, so my students said it was the best project they have ever participated in. So I'm really happy that during the pandemic they could do a lot of different online tasks and cooperated with Portuguese and Turkish students. As you can see, there were 4 tasks. The first was to post on Facebook, the post connected with entrepreneurship. They also made some videos about famous entrepreneurs from their countries. And then it was followed by a Skype meeting. So students cooperated together in small groups, of course, consisting of students from Portugal, Turkey, and Poland. They, of course, used English to communicate. And finally, they provided us with written report, and they gave us oral presentation. So I would like to thank Maria, Susanna, and İlkay for such a great opportunity to cooperate with them and their students. And now, what I promised, here is the project that you can join, because it starts in October. It's going to last 6 weeks, and the author of it is Koen, one of the top 10 finalists of the Global Teacher Prize, whom I had a pleasure to meet at the Global Education Skills Forum in Dubai. It covers all different tasks like creating, exploring, discussing, and finally presenting and sharing findings via weekly videos. And it concerns, of course, climate action and climate problems. So you can see the address. You can go to the website and find some more ideas about it. And now the project, which is really close to my heart, it is organized by Margarita Kosior from Greece. It is called Tales of Strays. Actually, it started from a paper book, which is called Toby to the Rescue. It was illustrated by Margarita's daughter, Evita. And as you can see in the pictures, the picture of a beautiful boy and a dog, Toby, and you can see Margarita giving some, I guess, telling some stories to children. So you can use the free lesson plans which were written by different educators. You can also join the official list of Tales of Strays supporters and friends, or you can contact the author Margarita, and she will answer all of your questions. And now, finally, I call this project my baby because I'm the founder and organizer of the international video competition. The task is to record a short video of just 3 minutes to show a typical day of students and their lives. And I'm really proud, and I would like to thank you, Rob, for being one of the judges in my competition. It hasn't been announced yet, but the fourth edition will be announced soon. So I hope you can encourage your students to take part in it. And you can join my Facebook fan page. You can see it at the bottom, and I hope that we will meet there and you can get some inspiration what kind of videos the other presenters, the other educators and students presented. And I hope the time is not up, so I can just say a few words about one of the winners. So 2 years ago, one of the winners were African children from primary school, Chambo Primary School from Malawi. And their teacher, Shilenga, it is her surname, she involved 270 students that she teaches in one classroom. So I was really happy that their students were the first prize winners, and together with my students and university and secondary school students, we organized some action to collect different things for these children. So thank you very much, and I hope I managed to just finish my presentation in 10 minutes.
A little over, but it's okay.